hello, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. Up on the docket today, we have The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12, episode 21, Not My Sister's Keeper. I think I got that right. We are at season 12, right?
Already? Yeah, season 12.
Yeah, because they're 2 behind Atlanta. Okay. Sorry, had a brain fart. So welcome to our Thursday Housewives Roundup. Oh, we lost a bunch of subscribers. We
No,
were
we gained.
within, no, I'm seeing
We gained.
939.
Yeah, we were like 917.
I don't know why I thought we were higher. Oh, okay.
No, we gained.
Guys, just push us
Welcome.
a little bit. A little bit. We just need a few more.
And welcome to everyone who's joined us. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes. Share with your friends. Come and join us in the chat. We're a little sleeper section of YouTube. There's no tricks. There's no sparkles.
No,
It's just me and Jamal talking shit.
pretty much. No, don't need the hoopla.
No, we don't have any bells and whistles because I don't know how to do them. All right, y'all. Welcome in the chat. Hi, Yanni. Welcome to the show. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so this was the finale. Okay.
Okay.
I think this was the best episode of the entire season that said absolutely nothing. Does that make sense? Because they were carrying on about this thing that no one is saying what was said. But Rinna got herself caught out there because it's her own friend Kyle who caught her out there, because remember a few episodes ago Kyle said that Rinna was sending the play-by-play of what was happening to Erica, and she saw some of it on Erica's phone. But yet last night Erica and amongst all the rest of them said, we have no idea what happened with Rinna because she hasn't said anything. Which one is it?
Right.
And I think Erica said that she didn't know what was going on because she gave the information to her publicist to leak. And she had the excuse already, well, it couldn't be my publicist because I share a publicist with Nikki, which I wonder if that's still the case.
Right.
So
I'm gonna go back to the episode itself. So to me, the episode itself wasn't really a finale. To me, it was like an intro to the reunion.
Exactly.
That's how it felt to me.
Mm-hmm.
They set up this whole thing.
I wasn't mad at that though.
No.
I wasn't mad at that because there's been a lot of things that have been left unresolved. And it seems like this reunion is a disaster with no photography, people leaving mad. That'll teach y'all to save the group photography for the end of the reunion. Bitch, bye. Do that at the top of the show.
Right. That was my whole thing. Like, this feels like this is an interesting reunion. I like this. And I'm not gonna lie, Kyle shocked me in this episode because she was just calling them out when she said, well, Garcelle started off, actually, if you want to be honest. She kicked it off, and Erica and Reno were like, they were at the dinner table, and they're talking about us, and they're trying to ear hustle. Y'all way across from you can't hear them. They knew Kyle and Garcelle were talking, so Garcelle was talking. Then they go to the seating area with the heaters, right? And she's like, it seems like some of you guys are like, why can't we just let this go? Why do we keep talking blah blah blah? And she's all like, and who are you talking about? We, and who do you think is keeping it going? She's like, you two. I was like,
whoops.
Straight out the gate. Straight out. Like, no chill. Like, you two. And they seem to be a little bit shook.
They were. Because when she said you two, Rinna was the most shook because I don't think she thought she would be challenged. And Garcelle's real smart because then when Rinna kicked in, oh, they're bringing this up? All right. So I'm going to bring out the angry black woman and start telling her she had an attitude, trying to goad her.
Mm-hmm.
But all Garcelle sat down there and did was roll her eyes because the only person that Rinna goaded was herself because she went off into the diatribe about she was just going all over the place from saying if she kept it inside she would get cancer and die, and that it is Kathy that is doing this to Kyle. And then the gang up inside when they were returning the jewelry, the gang up, it was desperate.
But
It
did
was
you see how
desperate.
Kyle
And
handled? Kyle.
well,
Yeah,
look at Kyle.
that,
Look at
Kyle. Did you
Kyle.
see? I did not expect Kyle to out. Who
Kyle
told?
brought the
Like,
receipts. This is
yeah.
right before she told them, well, actually, it's your publicist, Erica,
Mm-hmm.
because Kathy got her lawyers involved and squashed all of those stories and then did an investigation to find out where the leaks were coming from. That Hilton money is long and
But
it
did you see
seeps
Kyle though in the
quietly.
confessional? I'm like, I kind of like you now because she's like, this is what happened. This is what we know. They told
Mm-hmm.
me who leaked it, and then she saw
Mm-hmm.
someone in this group. Then go to the scene where when she sat there like this, I'm like, she's not playing
Mm-hmm.
now. This is a whole different Kyle. Like
Yep.
I think she. It's interesting. Like now she understands what everyone's been trying to tell her. These
But
not your
wait,
friends.
this was another one that caught my eye. Look at this. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Garcelle giving her saying, I think that they're trying to divert the attention from Erica. And Kyle looked over at Erica. Look at this mess. I was like, wow, Kyle, you are finally picking your sisters. And it's Garcelle and Crystal.
Yes.
Who are saying, let the sisters work it out. And Sutton. But then Sutton was another atomic bomb waiting to go off because when the two idiots was getting ready to bust out of there because the kitchen was getting too hot for them, Sutton rolled up on them and said, wait a minute, hold on. Which one of you two leaked the information to the blogs?
And she said for Pete's sake, and she went out there and confronted them, and they
Mm-hmm.
said no. She said, well, Kyle needs to hear this. So she marches them back in. She asked them in front of Kyle, did you guys leak this? And they're like, no. And Kyle was just in here like,
Erica. But wait, Erica said, I don't know how to do that. Shut up, girl. Shut up, girl. Y'all all knew how to do that when y'all was blaming LVP for puppy dog thing. What
mm-hmm.
what was it?
Puppygate.
Lucy in the sky?
Lucy Applejuice.
Right. They all knew how to leak stories back then. So now they don't? Okay. Okay.
But the fact that Kyle busted them out straight up, that caught me
Mm-hmm.
off guard. I was not expecting that.
And
I
then
wasn't expecting it.
Erica saying, well, I'm going to need all of those details as soon as possible. And Kyle wasn't playing. She's like, I'm sure we could get those over to you. And then that very last part where Kyle got up to take off the jewelry, the borrowed jewelry. And then the two idiots were leaving and talking. Did they not realize Kyle was in that room taking off the jewelry? And she kept on stressing to Rinna, in the end, the only person you're hurting is me. Kyle, here's a dose of what you've been doing with these women for years to different cast members.
True.
It's not that fun when you're on the wrong end of it, is it? And Dorit, oh my God, still straddling the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Was she the idiot who said, "I don't think this is the place we should bring that up"? What
No,
what
no,
show
she
are
told
you
Kyle.
on?
No, she told Kyle like you really shouldn't have brought this up.
So where else are we supposed to bring it up, fool? This what y'all get a check for.
And then remember, go back to the part where Garcelle said like, it's real interesting that when Kyle said such and such, you jumped in to defend Erica right away instead of asking like,
Could she have
did they do
possibly
that?
done this? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then Erica's like, I didn't do that. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about her. That was good.
Garcelle and Kyle got their acts together and were co-producers on this episode and really drove the narrative. From the Birkin and Bubbles party at the top of the show down to the Princess Grace Foundation charity dinner. The two of them, but did you notice something at the dinner, at Kyle's dinner, when the two of them were sitting together, right? How this scene opened up. Kyle had to ask Garcelle, did you talk to Kathy? So Kathy not talking to you, Kyle?
Mm-hmm. And then
I found
Garcelle
that
said,
real
today.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
Another
She's been in
interesting
touch
thing.
with Kathy throughout this whole mess.
Mm-hmm. She just doesn't know. She just doesn't know exactly what happened because she wasn't there. And we had an old friend drop by, which I was happy to see her, Miss Faye Resnick. And I was ready for Faye to pop off. Faye when they said something about she said, hold up, nuh-uh. When
But
they said,
wait,
I'm sure
you saw how Kyle told her to hold it back. I'm gonna fill you in with everything later. Then we gonna go get these bitches.
Because when they said like, I'm sure Kathy has a lot of people who don't like her, and Faye said, hold up, hold up, hold up. That's not true. She's all, why? People love her.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm like, Faye, don't do it. Please don't do it.
But Erica was delusional at one point. Was it when she said the Hiltons can't get me out of the headlines or can't stop people from talking about me or something? It was some real delusional.
Like, she's all like, nothing can distract from her life, like what's going on. Like basically, when they said like, maybe you're trying to use Kathy as a diversion, she's all, Kathy Hilton can't like divert the attention from my life. It was to that effect.
It was just like, I just looked at her and I was just like, say what? Oh, and then the little shout outs. They when Kyle mentioned this got out to the bloggers, they brought up Kempire and all about the tea. Ain't that a blip?
Right?
Ain't that a blip? Congratulations to them. Like, that's awesome. Like, YouTube on the come up.
I mean, it was out there, like the vlogs, all that gets. I mean, it's just, I get it. Kathy like was wrong, but y'all and Kyle and Garcelle are correct. They keep perpetuating it. Like, why is it keep being talked about in the headlines? Like, people are pushing this.
She even said that at the hair party, that there was like blow by blow being broadcast from the party. Child. Who are there? Who's the investigators for the Hiltons? Because they did it good. They got like GPS locations, everything. I love it. Like, you really feel like you're going to attack Kathy Hilton and there's not going to be a response? She squashed the articles.
Right.
Gave them Hilton lawyers something to do.
But did you see how? But did you see the divide though? Did you see how it was Garcelle, Sutton, and Crystal? They were like Team Kathy all the way, and then you see Kyle flip because that's her sister, and now that it's really on Kathy.
It's not because it's her sister. It's not because it's her sister. It's for Farrah's wedding. It's for Farrah's wedding.
That too, because she wants everyone there. But you could. There was something, Kyle, that she could see it now. Like And I'm going to be honest, I think it's because of her friendship with Garcelle. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was confiding Garcelle, getting information, asking because she knows Kathy and Garcelle are close.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Kyle finally got the memo. Like she put the pieces together. She sees it now.
I think it was the difference in approach between the two factions, right?
Okay.
Garcelle is genuine. Garcelle is not being divisive in a family. And then you
Mm,
see these other two who's supposed to be your longtime friends and how they are coming for you. You've seen this, you've done this to other people, but it's different when it's on you. And
always.
and Garcelle said it. They're not behaving like your friends.
Mm-mm,
They need to let you and your sister work this out. This is family. You don't get into family squabbles.
mm-mm. And this just lets me know that Kyle and Garcelle have gotten close up behind the scenes. In my opinion, they become
Well,
like genuine friends behind off camera.
well,
Because here's the thing, because for her to feel so comfortable to talk to Garcelle about this and the way she
mhm.
talked about it and the way she was actually, you could see with me, I could see with Kyle being open and honest and wanting answers and seeing it for what it is.
She had no choice but to be close to Garcelle because Kathy cut her off. And if Kathy cut her off, Kim's not dealing with her neither because both of those sisters have flashback to Amsterdam because Kathy brought it
Mm-hmm.
up earlier. And her only way to get information is through Garcelle at this point.
True, but I do think, even though that's the truth,
Mm-hmm.
how can I put it? It's more like Kyle, like I said, Kyle is like seeing it for what it is. She's not making excuses like she used to.
I think
Because in
she
the
might have
past,
matured a
because
bit.
remember in the past with Kim, she was like, "Well, you did this and you said that." Where this time it's more like, "Wait a minute, hold up." But
Wait a
you're right. She
minute.
might have matured into it.
You're swaying me a bit. Here's why. There's a different dynamic between Kathy and Kim. Kim, she was always in competition for business in the
Mm-hmm.
industry, right? But Kathy, she's always looked up to and admired to. And I think she saw Kathy as a second mom because she's that much older. And Kathy kind of took over that role when their real mom died, right?
Right.
So there is a different sister dynamic there because I'm thinking along the lines like how she really turned and ran on Kim. She threw Kim under the bus. I'm like, that was
Mm-hmm.
in my head all last night. I was waiting for her to turn on Kathy. I really was because I have absolutely no faith in Kyle whatsoever. But last night, I think most importantly, it is because of Farrah's wedding. And she's having flashbacks to being excluded from Nikki's wedding.
Right. Now, Kyra says no. It
Mm-hmm.
was because Kyle knew Garcelle would take a stand against them. It's more so Garcelle's being a friend with Kathy. I'll go with
Mm-hmm.
that. And then please, Kyle was in on this and they went too far for her. The thing is
Mm-hmm.
this, I go with that to a degree. I think Kyle was with the whole like, we need to get the heat off Erica. Erica's going through too much. Yeah, I believe that part, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe the Kathy part. Not at all. Because the reason why, because say what you want about Kyle, she's gone through a lot with her sisters. They've gone through a lot of not speaking. And I think what's happening with all of the sisters is like they realize that, mom is gone. Our
Mm-hmm.
immediate family is getting smaller, like meaning
Mm-hmm.
they're all they have. It's all they
Mm-hmm.
have is each other. So they need to do better. And I think that's what they're trying to avoid, to have another 10 years of not talking to each other because they don't have anyone else. There's no more mom because the mom was the glue to the family. She was the one who kept them all together. So when the mom died, it's like it was easier for them to fracture.
But oh yes, please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Erica. Here's the thing though. I really don't think Kyle has ever understand what it feels like to be attacked, because she's always done the attacking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I questioned again, since when do we attack friends of? Ain't we only supposed to attack the full-time housewives? I think it was a dumb idea to go after Hilton.
Kyle has never really wanted to cut off her family. It's always been Kathy not speaking to her for 10 years. Kim not giving Kyle her number. Right, Kyra. What I'm saying is I think with Kyle, she's understanding where she went wrong. I think she's learning from her past mistakes.
I think she's matured a bit from Amsterdam, because Amsterdam, she was like a child running and she threw her sister under the bus. I think with time passing, I think she has matured a bit, and then to feel the brunt of it, to have these two women who you thought were your friends. I don't know how you could think those two were your friends, but
of all people.
I know. But to have them come and attack her when they started in on her, henpecking, and she actually said, "My God, the two of you, it's like a lot," you know. I think that was a big realization for her. She kept on saying from the top of the episode at the Birkin party, I want to move on. This is my family. This is hurting me in the end. I want to move on. We need to drop it. She apologized. Because Garcelle asked her about that. Garcelle asked her if she accepted it, and she said thank you. So to me, that's an accepting of the apology.
Right. And I'm going to say this. Kyle needs to dish Dorit too, and here's why. The dynamic was this. You have Crystal, Sutton, and Garcelle standing with you. Dorit was happy. She said, I'm happy to be on my own island. Dorit, who you're supposed to be the closest to of the group, told you shouldn't have brought it up. What kind of friend is that?
She realized what kind of friend Dorit was from the hat store in Aspen. You haven't realized that her attitude towards Dorit has been different? Remember last week when she called her on the set? And Kyle basically looked in that FaceTime like, bitch, what the fuck you calling me for?
Yeah, she was kind of dry.
She was. And if she's not even sharing, like before she would have shared this with Dorit. Now she's talking with Garcelle. Dorit, you've been replaced. Dorit is straddling the fence in the hopes of keeping her job.
Right.
But what it really says to me is that you really don't have any morals in which you stand on. You claim that this woman is your friend, but yet you don't have any morals. Because if you did, you would have been on her side saying you need to fix this with your sister. And you would have told Rinna and Erica, fuck all the way off. Don't do that to her. She's your friend. And that's her sister.
Because Dorit didn't stand up for her not one time.
Nope. She sat there, and I think I saw one eye roll or something like that. But it wasn't when they were attacking her. It wasn't. Like she just sat there and let Kyle get assassinated by their friends. Or maybe she thought she could get Mauricio full time. I don't know.
Kyra, this is exactly what I was talking about right here.
Trying to shut.
Dorit said violent abuse our aunt and uncle to her kids. Yes, she was trying to shut Kyle. Exactly.
It was to me, it was the best episode of the season.
It was.
But yet none of us know what the hell really happened.
Right.
We have to thank the editors for that, because I'm sure they said it. And it leaves me actually wanting to see the finale, because I think it might all pop off.
And before I don't have anything else to say, but before we go, I do have to bring up this point, and it's the point that you said about Kyle actually seeing the phone. Like, she saw like some of the text messages, right?
She saw some of it on Erica's phone.
So she knows Erica's lying. And I think
Yeah.
that I think that's part of her attitude shift. Like, you gonna sit up here and lie?
Uh-huh.
And that was interesting to
Your
me. I'm like,
friend.
Erica, your friend, like, you gonna sit up here and lie? So about you didn't
Mm-hmm.
know, and Kyle said on tape that she saw some of the text messages. You just don't know that she saw,
It's
and that
like they
tells me,
forget that they're on camera.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This was finale, you mean the reunion?
This is the intro,
Yeah,
Kyra. For me, this is the intro to the reunion.
right. Because it didn't feel like a finale. This feels like they're putting like a little gas on the fire. Because there was no resolution.
None.
There was no tying up of any storylines. I mean, okay, hold on. They did say at the end, Kyle hasn't spoken to Kathy, and she's not sure if the Hiltons are going to show up to Farrah's wedding. Dorit is still recovering from the robbery, and they are still at large. Crystal is working on her ED and is seeing a professional. Diana had another miscarriage. Sorry about that, Diana. But she's gonna try again. Sutton is dating Sanjit, but they're just friends. Garcelle released her book, but some people threw it away. And Lisa is still mourning the loss of Lois. What did we tie up?
Nothing.
Nothing. This is just slipping and sliding right into the reunion. I like how they did this.
Me too. It was perfect.
I like how they did this because basically we've been having an argument about something that we have no idea about. And it's two separate arguments because you have to admit Erica and Diana and even Sutton at one point were talking about the meltdown at the club. Lisa has been edited to only focus on the meltdown at Kyle's home. Two
Right.
totally different things are going on here. And I need them to really expose that this was an attack on Kathy Hilton to take the heat off of Erica.
Right. And I'm going to say this now, Kyle. I'm going to need this energy at the reunion. What she gave me in this last episode, I'm going to need that at the reunion. I need that energy.
Did you see their outfits?
Unfortunately.
Who'd you think was cutest?
None of them.
No.
If I had to pick one, if you're going to hold my feet to the fire and pick one, I would say Crystal.
You might hate me for this. I do like crystals. But again, PTA mom for me. But Erica and Kyle. Erica and Kyle had the outfits.
Okay.
Yes, they did. But I'll put together a little thing for when the reunion come on, and we can review the outfits in episode 1.
Okay.
Because I doubt they'll get into much shit slinging in the first part.
Yeah, they'll save the juicy stuff as part 2.
Yeah. Or 3. Because 2 always sucks. Anywho, that was it. That's all I have.
Me
this
too.
was a good episode.
This is such a good episode.
It's a good episode. Because I wasn't really excited for the reunion, but after seeing this episode, oh, I'm here for it.
Especially when you hear like the backstories on Instagram and Twitter, what's going on the reunion. This episode fits right in going into the reunion. I was really impressed with this episode and how they did it. They make it seem like everything's cool, like they tired. No, like they're letting you know there's issues going into the reunion.
Yeah. When was Farrah's wedding?
Let me see.
Wait, what worked? What worked, Yanni? I'm happy Erica's happy it's over. Yeah, this season was way too long. We could have wrapped this up a few episodes ago. Because I wonder if they actually went to the wedding.
I can't see it, but it should be soon, or if it hasn't already passed.
Oh Lord. Okay, so what was this last comment? They set up for the reunion because the season sucked. Oh! God. Look, it wasn't as bad as some. I'll say that. All right.
Agreed.
So, any other thoughts on this? I know we just totally jumped over the Birkin party, Kyle coming in attacking Sutton, who had on the most fabulous dress made out of Hermes scarves. Child, I died when I saw that dress. That was the best she looked this entire season.
Agreed.
Nice little party. And I'm so happy that Garcelle got a free Birkin bag for hosting that party at her home. You go, girl. You know she ain't paid for that yellow bag.
No.
She had to pay for the black one that she was rocking on her tour, but
right.
He gave her that guy. He gave her that bag. And it was real nice seeing Patrick there on loan from Kathy. Can you imagine she called up Kathy and asked if she could borrow Patrick? I love it. I love it. And he came in there. He was schmoozing with all the ladies, telling them that they look cute when they didn't, and picking out a Birkin for himself. I love it. Poor Patrick slumming.
Hey.
Slumming in the townhouse.
Right?
He probably didn't even know that zip code existed.
Look, where is this? Had his little GPS
stop him at Beverly Hills. What? I love it. I love it. Hey, Susan. Thanks for popping in. All right, y'all. This was a great episode. I don't have anything else on it. Jamal, any final thoughts?
Nope. Looking forward to the reunion. Well, parts 2 and 3 of the reunion.
Well, some of it. Yeah, some of it. I want all the receipts. I want all the investigators. And Kathy means business. Kathy got on top to toe Oscar de la Renta. That's rich woman clothes.
Right.
That's rich woman clothes. Love it. Yeah, we leaving, Susan. The show was good. We went through all the tidbits. Hi to everybody on our replay crew. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, welcome to our mess. All right, Jamal. See you at the top of the hour for Salt Lake City. We have episode 1 and 2 to go through.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Come back with your notes so that we could talk about the slags from Salt Lake. Until next time.
Of course.
All right. Bye.